Entertainment.
I'm here with DJ OG Sprocket. We're here live at Medusa. How's it going, man? How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right, that's good to know. So to start things off, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me a little bit about DJ OG Sprocket.
Let's see, 24, born and raised, Austin, Texas. Like music, I think. Let's see, creative, spontaneous. I like to stay in shape sometimes.
Good to know. Good to hear. Good to hear. So I've actually known you for a while.
Yeah.
And as, you know, I guess we can say as growing up, you've always been kind of like the music guy to go to. You've always kind of had that thing. I mean, we've had a few parties where you kind of like unofficially DJ. So I guess what I should say is, at what point was was the tipping point for you to become a DJ?
Let's say I'd say it was about a little over a year and a half ago. I was like, I was using just like my laptop and my mouse, and I didn't take it seriously really. And I mean, at first, you know, I started on iTunes, and me DJing would be like putting one song next in the playlist.
Yeah.
You know? But I just made a decision to get on some hardware. I went to the nearest DJ rental place and just picked something out, and there you go.
I feel you. So how many rental places are in Austin anyways? I mean,
honestly,
how long did that take you to?
Well, Rock and Roll Rentals is probably like the most known one. I think there's another one, but it's not as popular as Rock and Roll Rentals. So I mean, it's in South Austin. If you're anywhere in South Austin, I mean, you can get there like that.
That's gonna be the best spot.
Yeah.
So I actually still listen to your Sprocket Racket mix, and I have to say, I love it, obviously. But my question is, when you're making a mix, is it all through inspiration, or do you have a technique that you go into when you're kind of blending them together?
Well, honestly, and I mean, like with that mix, I took 2 shots of Herradura before I started that.
Nice.
And that kind of got me in the zone. Otherwise, I'm like really nervous because I don't know how the DJs do it, but when I mix, like it's like one fluent song. It has to be like if I'm 30 minutes in and the mix is 45 minutes long and I mess up, I have to start all over.
Yeah.
And so like to be in the zone and to have my mind creatively thinking and working along with staying on tempo and operating the hardware effectively, I kind of have to be a little tipsy, maybe.
I got you. So it's a little bit of both almost.
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of Austin is super stoked for South by Southwest 2013.
Of course.
What about you? What's your schedule look like? I mean, I know you can't go into it too big probably, but...
As far as the music portion, I'm still pretty free, but I will be DJing 4 or 5 days, in the South by Southwest interactive. So like, I guess it's more of the corporate side, internet businesses, stuff like that.
Cool deal.
But that's it for now. Hopefully, some more stuff will come up.
Yeah. We still got a few weeks to go before South by Southwest hits. I know your starting residency was Madison in 2011, and currently your residency is here in Medusa, where actually this interview is going on now.
Yeah.
It seems like you got a pretty nice spot here and pretty nice setup going on.
Oh, yeah.
In the near future, do you have any big plans, any big dreams that you're looking towards, or?
Well, I mean, the tallest building in Austin is being built right next door, and so I'm really looking forward to that. This place has a lot of potential, and it's really nice. And once that building is up like that, I mean, that's business on top of business.
Yeah,
it's an exposure. But I mean, I'm planning on taking as many residencies as I can. I have, along with this one, I have 2 more Thursdays at Haven, and then Saturdays at the Elixir Lounge at 10 Oak.
10 Oak? Cool deal. Let's see. So, in terms of DJs, just DJs, who's your biggest inspiration? Who kind of helped you get started with your DJ? Do you have a mentor or?
Honestly, my biggest inspiration is a guy named DJ Blitz.
Mike Fernandez.
Mike Fernandez.
Cool,
But I mean, the guy doesn't like anybody. But he
true,
definitely,
yeah.
for some odd reason, he liked me. And man, I mean, it's a competitive career. And someone like him who is all day DJ, that's all he does, DJ. Like, for someone like that to take me in and teach me any and everything that he knows, he's
it's definitely
my
a big blessing.
Inspiration and my mentor, my go-to guy for any questions and anything like that. Every time I watch him spin, like, people will see me, like, if you see me, I'll be in the booth, but I'll be seriously just staring at his CDJs and watching his hands and watching how he does, whatnot, and so I can learn how to do that. But
deal.
I mean, he's definitely number one on the list.
Cool deal. So, as of DJing so far, it can be your party, it can be a funny moment, whatever. But what's your most memorable moment DJing so far? Just the thing that sticks in your head the most.
My most memorable moment. Let's see. Man, there's a lot. I'd have to say, this past New Year's Eve, I DJ'd at Lucky Lounge over on 5th Street, and man, it was just insane.
Just the energy.
Yeah, I mean, I had some people from school drive 9 hours, like 4 or 5 of them drive 9 hours to come and bought a ticket. And I had 2 more drive 3 hours and bought tickets. The tickets were $75. You drive 9 hours to drive even more than 30 minutes, you pay $75. That's support. So that alone, and just the energy from the crowd, I mean, it was amazing.
You definitely got some good support, it looks like, for sure. I've definitely noticed how fast, like, between you making your online appearance, I've definitely noticed how fast your fan base kind of just, like, snapped into place. I mean, like I said, I've known you for a while, and I'm sure you have a ton of friends, so you've kind of always had that kind of, music support, but it's definitely come up real fast. In between 2013 and 2014 of next year, what do you hope to accomplish the most? Like, what's your biggest goal for this year?
My biggest goal for this year is to dive headfirst into production.
Into production?
Yeah.
So to eventually make your own mixes.
Make my own mixes compiled of my own beats. The trap scene is really starting to take off, and it's not that that's why I want to make that kind of music the most. It's just that is the kind of music that I see makes the crowd hype.
It's the next big thing.
I mean, all day long, I'm going through my head with beats in my head, of this remix or that remix or whatnot. I mean, that's basically trap, but I mean, I want to make everything.
Yeah. Well, that's the best part about like DJs like you. I mean, the more versatile you are in nowadays modern society, the further you're gonna go. Because those people that just stick with one thing, they could be heartfelt on it, but it's not gonna do them any good at the end of the day. Because when that falls off, they have nothing left.
True.
So what's the biggest event you would hope to DJ one day?
Biggest event I'd hope to DJ is probably like EDC.
EDC?
UME, Nocturnal, any of those big festivals, man. That'd be amazing. Just to, spin alongside someone that I look up to.
Yeah, definitely.
Like Tiesto or
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about
Avicii or someone like that.
Yeah, thinking about the energy behind that. Okay, so before we close, is there anything you would like to say to the viewers? Anything you would like to tell them to check out? Any shout outs you'd like to give?
Let's see, of course, my mom, she's really my biggest inspiration as far as in general. Strongest woman I know. No matter what I'm doing, she's
got your back.
Yeah.
That's good.
Let's see. All the managers, especially the ones here at Meduse, they really, really they're loyal to me, and that's one thing I respect the most, and so I'm going to be loyal to them. Let's see. Website coming soon.
Good deal.
Go to my Facebook page. It's pretty simple. Facebook.com/DJ OG Sprocket. And also my SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/DJ OG Sprocket. Mexico coming soon.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. What's the deal with Mexico?
Let's see. Mexico, I got an email, from a guy that had gotten my number from one of the managers, Johnny at Lucky Lounge, and he had heard me. The guy had heard me at Lucky Lounge, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do weddings. I told him my rates, all the basic details and whatnot. And then the email back from that was, okay, well, hey, the wedding is in Riviera Maya, Mexico. We're gonna pay for 3 nights. All your expenses are paid. You have your own room. You'll be on the resort with us. The wedding is on Sunday. We leave Friday. It was just, I couldn't even respond back for
that sounds amazing.
a day or two.
Like that's a little overwhelming a little bit right there.
But I'm excited. That's not till the summer, but I'm as excited as ever.
Nice. This is Derek with DnB Entertainment, and this is an exclusive with DJ OG Sprocket. Definitely be sure to check him out. He's definitely someone you're going to want to be watching for.